What's up? Welcome back to another episode of That's Your Cue.
Heather, whatever.
Yeah. All right. That's your cue. Where are we?
What are we
on right now?
What do you mean?
What are we on right now? No. What are we on right now?
Podcast.
We're on Heather, whatever.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Hey, what episode
what
is
are you
this, by the
listening to
way?
right
It's
now?
like 66. I want to say 66.
I thought it was going to be 69 because we would definitely be celebrating
that's
that
coming
one.
up. Let me double check.
Oh, it's going to be a party over here, huh, baby? 69. And then I'm going to do a little 96 on you, baby. Woo. Little 96 on that little asshole of yours.
Holy shit.
Pucker up, baby.
No, I don't pucker
going.
up. I let it hang.
67. This is actually 67.
Oh, we're getting there. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Did I?
Yep.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
Was that me? Okay. Yeah. So, as you guys know, believe it or not, we do taxes. We're not your average tax preparer, right, Nick? Especially you, because you've been doing it for so long, and now they're seeing who you are as a person.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He's not like the 92-year-old tax person that's been doing it for 80 years that just wears a suit that's way too big for him and doesn't connect with his clients. We are cool. We're edgy.
This is connecting with your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're being real. We're showing them all sides. So anyway, what?
Go ahead. You know what's funny is I cannot tell you how many of my clients like bring up this podcast.
And they love
now.
it. And I die every time they say something about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we lose any.
You see like random people like, yeah, I just listened to the Crappuccino episode or this or like that.
Yeah, it's a rough one, especially because that episode's about me. And that's, hello, Ross Accounting. When would you like your appointment? Hey, did you really shit on that road?
Hey, you're the lady that shit in a cup.
Jesus
Starbucks
Christ.
cup.
Yeah. It was a tall, too. It was risky. It was fucking risky. That's why I get, just so you guys know, I get venties now in case I ever need a fucking round two. I have a good old cup that can
I don't need that
hold
much
it all.
caffeine, but.
Literally, but.
Yeah,
you
just
never
in
know.
case.
So, our office is in the ghetto, kind of. It is. It's right by Union Street,
Yeah.
so...
It's in the old part of
It's
downtown.
getting rough over there.
Yeah, it's funny. They built some nice stuff, like kind of just to the edge of your guys' area.
They did.
And then they stopped.
They stopped.
Well, they built that. They redid that park, and now they're doing some other stuff.
Some new condos.
trying.
And before
new
they
housing.
pushed everybody, all the homeless and the ones that are kind of causing the problems, they pushed them to the other side of Union. But now,
They're
the cops are not allowed to
over.
because there are some cops that killed homeless people for attacking them, and ever since that happened here in Bakersfield, and I'm assuming since the
It's
whole thing.
nationwide. Well, statewide. I'd say statewide, not so much nationwide.
Like our
statewide.
clients that we talk to, they're like, dude, we can't even talk. Like, we have to just leave them alone. Unless they're committing a crime in front of them.
Yeah.
But
they
even
just
then,
have to
you
leave.
have
Even
to be
then,
careful.
it's like, they're
like
not
if they
really.
hit you, you're not supposed to hit them back. Essentially.
No, that's not true. But they just
it's
want you to
true.
get away from them.
Yeah.
And like not. It's
So
crazy. By the way, this podcast is brought to you by Heather Presley.
I said that.
No,
didn't I?
we didn't. And we
babe.
have.
Here you go.
Don't
is
look.
it?
Don't
We
look
have to-
homeless. Get your.
Yeah.
Fucking look right. Get it tight. Buy yourself some Heather Presley because summer's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're not tight and right, even if you're like me and your weight is going up or whatever, still get it because it's cute as shit and I still wear it. So check out the heatherpresley.com. Use discount code.
I don't know what it is.
It's oh my god.
What is it?
2023.
2023.
460
motherfucking
off.
percent off.
plus free shipping over.
$100, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
I swear I saw a
You
lady.
assumed correct.
I swear I saw a lady running in the last race I was in that was wearing the Cassidy Payne collection. I could have swore.
Really?
She better
Like
have.
I was like trying to like. I almost was like, look, I'm not trying to check out your ass, but can you?
Isn't that
Gordy,
weird?
you prove my
Okay,
point.
can I
If
say
you're
something?
single, you buy the snake collection, and you go find yourself a man real quick,
You know what's
honey.
funny is when I've been in the gym a couple times and I've been like,
No, you haven't.
Yeah, well, not lately. I haven't. But I'm saying I've been in there a couple times looking at chicks' asses, you know?
Yeah.
And like when I am in there.
Fuck you up right
and
now.
I've noticed that I think they're wearing Heather Presley stuff,
Right?
but I don't want to go up to them and be like.
Let's be real. Nick's looking at the camel toe.
Yeah.
He's looking at the other cheeks, the
'Cause
ones
you can
in the
tell
front.
you can tell if there's a bush up there, you know, when they got those things on.
It looks like they got cottage cheese
Yeah.
in the front.
Whoa. That's a little detailed, Gordy. Fucking creeper over here.
Gotta know what you're looking for.
But it is uncomfortable because you don't want to like stare like, and you definitely don't want to say, hey, you know how creepy that is.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I think I work with the. I think you're wearing our company's like that.
Or you want to tell them,
Hold
like,
on,
your
you
ass
love
looks
how
good in
he's
those, but
not-
I can make it look better. That's like,
Yeah.
that's
You
gonna
know
get
how
you pepper
he's
sprayed.
saying, but hold on. You know how he just said that just now? Like, hey, not to be like, but you are wearing the company I work.
You know how creepy that
Nick
would
should
look.
have said my wife's company, but he's trying to get some pussy over here.
I
Still.
have never said anything to
Cheating-ass
anybody.
mofo.
Never said anything to anybody.
But you're just
so.
looking.
No, I'm saying I've seen a
Can
couple
we start
people
selling
wearing
men's
it.
boxers so I can start looking at some dicks then?
You
How about
do
that?
anyway. So what are you talking about?
You
You be
do
looking
anyway.
at dicks all the time. You be looking at them gray sweatpants. I see you. And then she'll like say something like, "Well, did you see the girl he's with though?" But she's really going, "Do you see the girl he's with though?" And she's like looking at that fucking hog hanging down. You know you are.
The gray sweatpants
The
shadow.
good old
yeah.
hog.
Yeah.
So, back to where we are.
Yeah. Where
The
are we?
homeless people. So down where our office is, where your office is. So basically, I get to the office really early in the morning. Like I drop my kids off at school at 7:35,
Yeah.
and I'm at the office by 8, or if not before 8. Okay, it's kind of like my thing. I try to get there at 7:45. So lately, it's been a little sketch at that time because
Yeah.
it's morning time and they come out. But as of late, we've had road work done, like on our cross streets. So like they haven't been around at all. So I strut my ass out of my car safely, securely, confidently going into the office until this past Monday. Okay. And I realize the road work is done. It was our last day.
The zombies are back.
So Tuesday, I'm like, fuck, should I even go in early anymore? Because it gets real sketch, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I'm being honest. And it's just me. No one's there. I'm the first one in the office, which probably one of them is listening right now. They're going to rob me because I just basically told them that I'm alone. But so Tuesday comes and I'm driving. And when I say that they came out, you said it perfectly, like zombies.
They're zombies.
It was exact. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like gotta be 25 of them on each side of the street.
Yeah.
And I was tripping out because there wasn't one in sight for like the last
Yeah.
month of road work. The best part about this though was this guy, dude, had a stanky leg, or he was doing the stanky leg up the like sidewalk. Do you know what that is, Gordy? It's like, I think his foot was broke, or like
Yeah, like
someone
the
ran
pimp
into him,
walk.
But he was doing like that. He was dragging.
Oh, like a
yeah.
zombie, dragging
He
it,
was
like
dragging
Walking
his
Dead.
foot all the way past my. So I stayed in the car, like didn't even want to look at him. I'm like, don't make eye contact, but I'm kind of looking just to see,
Yeah.
make sure
And he's not going
looking at me.
quickly, obviously. 'Cause
No.
He's dragging a leg.
So he passes my car and I lock my doors and I'm freaking out because now I'm like, maybe I need to go home. Like maybe this isn't safe for me.
Yeah.
So I look over, and that was on the sidewalk, and I'm in my driver's seat. So I look to the left, which is like the road part, right? And I see this lady, okay, no shirt on, okay? She's wearing shorts, no shoes. It's freezing. It's 38 degrees right now as I look on my thing, right? And she's driving down the street like an industrial cleaning cart, like from a fucking school, okay? Stocked with cleaning supplies, the fucking mop heads and the broom. And I'm like sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, where did she get that from?
Probably from one of the downtown businesses that were getting cleaned until she stole
and
the
she's
cart.
just like rolling down. So I freak out. Luckily, the girls that work in the office with Nick's dad's side, like they pull up and I'm like, you guys, like we can't come early
we got to
anymore.
mob deep into this. Yeah.
Like shit's getting so weird. So started giving me anxiety. Now we come to podcast today,
Yep.
right? I get here with Gordy, and before I pull into our parking lot, I stop and get water at the gas station. It's like right by our warehouse or our studio. And I'm going over there and I see this guy like kind of walking. He makes eye contact with me in the car. So then anyway, I pull into like our parking lot and I'm here and I see him like speed walk past, but he like stopped and stared at me, which made me feel kind of weird. So I pull up next to Gordy And I don't see him in that moment. Like, I'm just focused on saying hi to you because we haven't seen you in so long. And I get out of my car, and I see him on the other side of your truck. And he's fucking hauling ass over here, but he realizes, like, oh, she's with a guy.
She's got muscle.
Like, I can't stab her and fucking steal her shit. So I look at him confidently, because if you weren't there, I wouldn't have said shit. But because you were there, I was like, are you good, dude?
Are you okay? You good?
Like, you good?
And he mumbled something.
He wanted
tweaker.
to say something, but then he was like, no, I'm okay. Like, but I swear to God, if you weren't here, like, I would have lost my entire wallet. Had to cancel my cards, because he just was like crazy. But Gordy said something so funny. So we're talking about homeless people, and I'm like, homeless are crazy. And Gordy goes, no, that's not homeless people. Like, homeless people are people who are like down on their luck.
Down and out, lost their job, whatever.
Yeah, those are fucking tweaker people.
These are drug addicts.
And you like opened up a whole world to me, because that's like such an accurate statement.
Yeah.
Like, the drug people technically aren't homeless. That's more of like a choice.
It's a lifestyle choice,
essentially.
and they're being supported. And part of it is methamphetamine. A lot of it is fentanyl. And a lot of it is the fact that they don't go to jail anymore for that stuff. And so they end up just going in real quick, getting out, and they don't get the drug treatment dry out period that they used to. So now that's why they're homeless. So before you say that we hate homeless people on the show, no. We just can't stand drug addicts that are basically just turning society into the Walking Dead because they're zombieing down, people's streets while they're trying to either go to work or show up to work. And then, of course, what do drug addicts do? Well, they steal. And they do that kind of stuff. So that's the problem. It's not the down and out folks. Those guys, they don't exist anymore because they're legitimately, those people are legitimately in like a shelter. They're in some sort of transitional housing. Like they're in something to help themselves because they want to get help and they don't want to be on the streets. People out there, they want to be out there. 100% want to be out there.
That guy, though, this morning freaked me out.
That guy was Bakersfield Tweaker 101, neck tattoos.
I was like, how is he walking so fast?
I said they're fucking super speed, man.
And how did he get over here? We're like by the Amazon plant, which is like way the fuck out nowhere of Bakersfield. It's not like the road we're on is like not, I don't know.
And they're super convincing. They convince naive people to help them. Like, hey, man, just give me a ride. Like this and this, and my car broke down. And people are like, okay, sure, get in my car. And they drop them off.
Do you remember when we were in Mammoth coming back? Dude, middle of nowhere. It was snowing. Dude was hitchhiking. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And Nick was like, obviously something's wrong with him for him to get to that point. Like someone must have, because it's just straight road.
He probably just got out of the jail. There's a jail there in Independence, so that's where Inyo County has their jail. Yeah, he probably got out of the jail.
Are you talking about at the bottom of Mammoth?
Yeah,
and then like you
Bishop.
turned right?
Yep.
No, it was before
No, it wasn't.
Bishop.
It was before Bishop. He was just like in the middle of nowhere.
It's like right when you get out of the
Like, it
snow,
looked like
it's
he
all
was
of a sudden
being-
desert.
At the bottom of Sherwin
Yeah.
Grade.
It looked
yeah,
like maybe he was like, he had hitchhiked and someone said, get the fuck out.
Probably, yeah.
That's what
But
it looked
I
like.
just was like flabbergasted of seeing that. Like it just, and it wasn't the good old fashioned thumb. I love the thumb.
Yeah,
it was this fucking sign. Like
Really?
like,
Las Vegas or
need
bust.
help or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So-
I'm over it. I'm really like I'm just kind of being an asshole to him now. Like I'm kind of over it. I've been dealing with him for all kinds of things, and I'm done with it now. So I'm gonna be rude, and usually I just what I've been telling people is like, go get out of here. I don't want to see you again because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it because they're just a pain in the ass. And so many people have made it like, oh, but they need help. They don't. They're addicts and they don't want help and they just want to steal and do fentanyl, which is the worst drug ever invented, and they're good with it. So
You know, Nick was talking to someone in the office like not that long ago, which shocked me. But for like drugs, like guys will suck guys' dicks for drugs that aren't even gay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
I
thing.
couldn't even believe what was like I was hearing. I was like, there's no way.
Dude,
Like-
girls will let multiple guys fuck them
No.
to get drugs. Yes.
No, that like makes my like whole vagina want to crawl and hide, and that scares me. That's scary.
They will.
To be in that position, no.
Yeah.
So let's talk about when we lost our virginities.
Wait, can we
Ooh.
run
I'm
this?
here today because
Or
I'm
not.
addicted to marijuana.
You in here for some marijuana? Marijuana? Man, this is some bullshit.
Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke.
I seen them.
Well, that's an
seen 'em.
addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
Sorry that when you said
Oh,
that.
that's pretty true though.
That's
Would you
Half
suck
Baked.
dick
That's
for
Bob
marijuana?
Saget and Dave Chappelle and Half Baked.
Yeah.
That's one of my.
remember
When you
that.
said that, like I was like, I just immediately thought Bob Saget. Like,
Yeah.
I used to suck dick for coke.
He passed away, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. Overdose, right?
No, they don't know what happened.
they don't
He just.
know.
I
That's
think
right. They don't know
it's
what
not.
happened.
That was a weird story. Weird story. Weird
Yeah, it was
cover up.
weird. It was weird.
It's odd. Sorry, I had
Poor
to play that
Saget.
clip.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about when we lost our virginities. Round 2. It's funny I'm bringing it up because I was talking to my girlfriend about it yesterday and her husband. We're like, just because they're being from Maui, Hawaii, people think like we're not like normal. Like you lose your virginity normally because we're in like a smaller setting, I guess. Like, but
I don't know anybody who would think that. I mean, it's just, it feels pretty
Just
normal
an
to
island.
me.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just an island.
But it is pretty funny.
It'd be like if we were on an island right here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's normal. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah. So I tried really hard to lose it to this one boy. I'm not gonna say any names for you creepers to look him up.
Make sure you tell him that he's famous though now, because he is. She always has to tell me that every time.
No, I don't.
She's every time.
No, I don't.
Did I tell you about the story when I tried to lose my virginity to that guy? He's famous now. He's really famous now.
But I settled for your common.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in that setting,
Oh, I wasn't
though,
her first, Pud.
and I definitely wasn't yours. So fucking 200 and counting. Okay, Nick, shut up. So the reason why is because it's really embarrassing, and Maui's like such a small little like island. Anyway, long story short, this is what happened. He was like really popular, and like I was just like this little nobody really growing up, and like he liked me, and I thought that was like really cool. And I went over to his house, and he lived in Lahaina in like a really wealthy area, like beautiful house. I go over there with the expectation to lose my virginity. Now here's the thing, okay? My mom, I never had like the talk. I mean, I was always like, I was born in church, so basically like you save it for the one or whatever. Like, but as a rebellious sinner I didn't even I disregarded that. And it was cool to like not be a virgin. I don't know what it was growing up. And like I was. Like people were just having a blast and I felt like left out. So I wanted to lose it. And so I like go to this guy's house, and my mom never told me like how boys are like grossed out by periods. Like I didn't know. I had to learn the hard way.
They are?
They are. Are you being sarcastic?
Just
No, Nick didn't give a shit. You could have shit on your lips and he'd eat you out. That Nick
day.
is a little cookie monster over there. So
Oreo cookie monster.
So and two, because I was born in like a Christian house, like putting a tampon would be like losing your virginity to a tampon. So I had to wear
What?
fucking pads.
Isn't that
Now,
What?
not just like regular pads.
That's like Southern Baptist shit, and you guys are in Maui?
Big time, dude. Not even like normal pads with wings.
That's
I
like
had
Amish.
I had the fucking honky tonk pad from the front, fucking way to the back, ends at the butt crack. I had like a super pad on.
That's like Amish thinking, though.
It is.
Oh
It's
my
just-
God.
No, it's conservative Christian back then. It was
That's
more
nuts.
conservative than it is now. So like I had my period at this time, this play date, like kid date or whatever I was going on, and I didn't know that like boys were grossed out by that. Like I didn't know. So not only that, I also had a super pad on. Okay. So I like go and we go into the closet of all places, his walk-in closet, because he is so cool. And I like lay down, and I'm scared at this point, right? Because I'm like, I don't know like how this works. He takes my pants off, fucking sees the pad with blood on it because I had my period, and fucking is like grossed out, walks out, like leaves me in there. Like I was so ashamed, and then I
What
just
a loser.
I just
He had a free chance at some pussy and he walked out because there was a little blood. Like,
I
get
know.
over it, you
I was
fucking
traumatized.
nerd.
I had to sit there
Jesus.
until my mom came to fucking pick me up.
Oh, no.
And I had to hang out with his sister because, and then I asked her for a smaller pad because she was like, I told her like, hey, blah, 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 blah. She was older.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? Here's a regular pad. So
Yeah.
then I learned what a thin regular pad was.
So when you walked, it didn't sound like this when you were like,
Yeah, dude, I had a fucking diaper on, dude. Like, no wonder. So then I stayed a
You sit
virgin
down
for
on
a
the
while
couch
after
and it was
that. Yeah, exactly. I was scared then to ever. It just was so. Anyway, I was patty with no teas. Okay, just
that's crazy.
yeah, it was fucking wild.
That's the crazier part of the story is the fact that you had to wear Megatron pad.
I know
Yeah.
that just,
That
but
is
everyone in my
nuts.
church did. I remember this one girl. She was like, I thought she was so cool, and this boy who I thought was so ugly, but all the girls liked him. Something about him, like girls just really loved. And
Did
he
you
was
play
like
guitar in the youth group?
No, he was like a chunky monk. His parents were very wealthy. Maybe that's why.
Was that too?
And he had gross long fingernails. He just grossed me out. And anyway, this one girl who I like thought she was like really popular in church, like beautiful. Like anyway, he would go like finger her upstairs in like Bible study
With
class.
those long ass fingernails. He was fucking cutting them
And
up.
I was just like, and then the pastor's son, I want to say his name so
Pastor's
bad,
sons are the worst.
but I'm not going to. Anyway, we had like a thing when we were little, but like a thing as in like what Haley has with Ace, like you just bully each other. Like we were super young, and he started fingering this other like I just was missed out, like so I wanted to like belong. I was like, everyone's being fingered upstairs in the Bible class, and I'm over here with my fucking honky tonk pad just trying to get anything I can get, but I was also scared, you know.
No.
So I think that's why with this one person I was trying to lose it so I could like be like have my own story, and it just fucking backfired, dude. It did not go the way I thought it was going to. What about you, Nick?
What?
Your virginity
You
story.
didn't lose your virginity at that time.
No, I ended up losing it to my like long-term childhood boyfriend.
Yeah. Was it special?
No. Yeah, it hurt. So no,
Really?
it wasn't special. Not because he was like had like a thing down there. It just was like a really scary situation for me, and I think I was so traumatized by my first almost experience
Were
that
you
I just was
thinking about
insecure.
the guy who bailed on you with the pads when you were fucking him?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that it was because of my period. I thought that I had something different down there. Like I thought that
you had a fucking pamper diaper is what you had.
But keep in mind, like
How did you not put two and two together on that?
Well,
one?
I didn't know for a long time until I talked to my fingered girlfriend, the one from church, where I told her what happened, and she was because I was like, I asked her to look. This is so gross, but I asked her to like look down at my
your
vagina
vagina?
just to tell me if it looked like everyone else's, because I didn't know what another vagina looked like. I didn't like see. My mom had a bush, so like I didn't really see like fucking vagina, you know. And so she was like, no, you're fine. Like, it was the pad. Like, it's because you had your period. So that's when I was like, oh, boys don't like that. Like, that's not normal.
She said, find you a man that does.
Yeah.
And
no,
then here
so
we are today.
That's when I learned, like, it wasn't me. So, but I was insecure because I thought I had, like, a third lip or some fucked up shit that, like, nobody else had. A squid puss or some fucking beef roast turkey dirt down there. But anyway, so then I lost mine to, like, the boy that I thought I was going to marry. You know, your kids, like, who knows? What about you, though? Like,
when I lost my virginity, it wasn't.
but you didn't
anything
lose
crazy.
yours to a virgin.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
She had a boyfriend before me.
What, did she have a boyfriend with you?
Well, yeah, like she was with him and caused a bunch of problems when we met. But I had opportunities when I was younger. My mom was like weird about like
throwing her naked friends in the shower with you.
Yeah. No,
you have to do it with a woman.
She just made it very clear. I know. She just made it very clear that like it was supposed to be important. So
His mom wanted him to
like,
go through
really
a
thought that.
challenge. She wanted him to be with a bush so he could like find his
Like,
way
with
back.
that Survivor music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Just whacking through with a machete.
Yeah. So I didn't really. I mean, I had like other stuff that I was doing. and
Indiana Jones over here.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
other stuff that you
I
were
was doing
doing?
blowjobs and like hand jobs and
What-
fingering, and I was
Let me
doing all
ask
that.
you though, was it from like? Isn't that weird? Like, I didn't put one in my mouth for a long time because I was so scared. Like that was just. So to hear you at your age have that, girls doing
No, I'm
that.
not saying it a young. Well, I will say when I was in like 7th grade, I think I was in
the
seventh,
orgy that
sixth
you
or
were a
seventh
part of?
grade.
Dang.
Dude, I'm not joking. Like I was involved in it, but I didn't have sex or anything. But
He was
but man,
involved.
there was a couple girls that came over and like it was wild. I couldn't even believe. And you know, Beckham's in 7th grade, so I think about that and I can't even imagine that. But when I lost my virginity, it was my first girlfriend. I met her at a party, and it was on prom night, I think. It was on her prom night, I think. Or, yeah.
Because you were younger.
Yeah, we were younger. And so...
No, it wasn't your prom night. It was her.
It was her prom night, yeah. She was...
So you were younger.
But she went to a different school, so it was a different night, yeah. So we met, and, like, we started hanging out, and then we went back to my buddy's place. And at this point, I never had sex. So I didn't think she would have sex with me. And she was, she was cute. But... we went to his house, and it was like It was like 3:30 in the morning, and we got inside the house, and his parents were home, and she just like grabbed my hand and took me to the bathroom, and we just laid on the floor and had sex. Dude.
He's glowing right now. Look
Yeah.
at this
I
fucking
know
guy.
he really
He's
is
glowing.
Like what?
No,
Go be with her then. What the fuck?
Guy.
Shut up. But I'm just saying, it's weird. You know what's
And
weird?
we have it on camera.
blushing.
We're clipping this. Okay, we're
He's
clipping
blushing.
this, and
You
we're
know
gonna
what's
send her a Christmas card.
You know what's weird is that I don't ever really think about that moment. Like it would just, when
Clearly
you
he
think about
does.
it, like it was just, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not
You
fucking
okay? Do you need a
blushing
moment?
about it. Jesus.
You need to
It
go
was
to
just
the
an
bathroom real
awkward
quick.
moment. Like, like, yeah. Anyway, she became
Was
my
it
girlfriend
fast?
after that. It was pretty fast.
And then
Like
he
an
cleaned
in
up.
and
And then he
outer?
cleaned up with single ply toilet paper in that
Yeah.
shitty bathroom.
No, it was probably like maybe like 3 minutes, maybe.
Whoa, showing up!
Yeah.
I had like the 2 pump chump situation where I was like, "Is it over? If that was it, that's."
Wait, with the guy you lost your into? Maybe, I don't know. It might have been a little longer than that.
But Nick
I don't
was
remember.
getting his dick sucked, so he could last.
Well, I
long.
was jacking
Yeah.
off a lot though, so I
Oh.
was like, I was ready for that shit. But no, it might have been longer than that. But then the
Wait,
next,
so that's not the girl that you've been with for a long time.
that was the girl I was with for a long time.
Oh.
So then the next
Wait,
night,
you didn't lose your virginity. I thought you lost your virginity to somebody else.
no, I lost my virginity
to
to her.
her.
And then the
Nice.
next night we like met up, and she had a boyfriend, and he went to my school. She went to a different school, and then we met up, and we like and I remember I was like all pumped. I had sex. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna see her again tonight, And then we hung out, and we just stayed at this house, and we just kind of.
Did you pull out or did you use a condom?
Oh, I use a condom.
How-
I don't know.
how did you get a
I don't
condom?
remember. We always had one in our pockets, or in your
Hey,
wallet.
so
They were probably not working. I will say that.
yeah, we always had them, but like it was hard to get them. I don't want
Yeah.
to go into the gas, even to like the most shadiest gas stations and be like, hey, can I get
Well,
a
let's
pack
be
of this?
honest.
Because that shit used to be behind the counter. You're like, fucker, put them out here.
Yeah.
Or like somewhere where I can check them out. Instead, like you had like.
Check him out.
So,
Yeah.
but there was this gas station in my town that had like this bathroom that was separate from the building, and they had a dispenser machine inside.
Oh yeah.
And so,
that's
give me like
cool.
50 cents and throw that mug
Yep.
in there and get a couple. Then I didn't have
Yep.
to like stock up. And,
But then you put them in your wallet for when you were
Oh,
going to use
dude.
it, and by the time you took it out, that thing was wasted. But
was
let's
all
be honest,
dried up.
the only reason why you really had one in high school, at least, not when you got older, but in high school was
Because you didn't use
Was
any when you got
because-
older.
no, that's not true.
you wanted the
That's
ring
not
in
true.
your wallet.
Well, no, that actually
proposal?
too. But the only reason why you really had it was because if they said, "Hey, do you have a condom?" you had to be like, "Psst, right here, but let me get it in there real fast, and then I'll put it on afterwards." And then that was, and then you never put it on. Not in high school. High school, it wasn't. I will say that. But I will say,
Wait, what? So you
And-
didn't use condoms?
in high school, I did. But if they made me, but I'm saying I was trying not to in high school.
You're raw dogging these poor Bakersfield
Yeah,
girls?
I
No
was.
wonder why they try to kiss me on my mouth. They miss it. They miss that. Raw dog session they got.
High school, you were not very good at having sex. Trust me. You're just like, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had a condom.
Yeah.
Like it was with condom.
You did not. Shut up.
No, not after. Like not after we were consistently having sex. But
Yeah.
definitely the first time. And I never had any pregnancy scares.
Yeah?
No.
That's good.
Mhm.
Maybe it's your fault then that we can't get pregnant.
Pretty sure it's yours. You have no swimmers. It's because you gave them all to all the women.
Yeah.
Like now there's just fucking none left
They
for
were
me.
all swallowed long ago.
They
They're
were
all-
fucking
they're all
on their
out there
backs, on
swimming.
their tits.
They've all moved on to their own lives and they're swimming around.
Yeah, fucking on that
Most
one
of
ply
it-
toilet paper.
Most
yeah,
of it's most of it's on like a sock or like a
Some
like a
No, he remember that story when he never mind. Came in his
What?
pants and then wore the pants.
or they're on my pants. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had a lot on my pants.
He just comes in his pants and walks around like
I just did it the other night. I came twice in my
What?
sleep. Remember I told you. I woke up
Oh.
and told you.
Remember
2
that story
times.
when I thought he blew his nose and that?
Yeah.
And then it ended up being cum and I smelt it.
Monster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Have
much
you done
respect.
that? Have you done the double orgasm yet? You haven't even tried it, huh?
No, I just.
You're not trying. You're not
I'm
focusing.
not focusing enough.
Dude, fucking do. It'll change your life. I'm telling you. It'll change your life.
Working on it.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Yep. So, babe, I wanted to bring up a story about. No, we won't talk about that.
No, bring it up.
No, it was about the office. I don't know if
Bring
we
it
should
up.
talk about that because
Wait, what is it?
people go into that office, and I don't know if that's a good idea.
I let him jack off on my tits in the office.
And we're just going to go ahead and tell it. There you go. God damn it, I'm going to get my taxes
going to
done
my office
after we're done with
just
this.
so you
and
know,
all I'm going to think about walking in. Oh, my God.
And just so you
If
know,
I wasn't literally going to your office after this is over, it wouldn't be a problem. But now,
yeah.
do you have like an X on the floor or something where
No,
it
it
went
wasn't on
or
the
what?
floor. It was on my tits.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying like, but where it happened.
What's scary about this? His mom just barges in, but I know if she walked in, she'd be like, "Do you need some water after, son?
Yeah.
Do you need some
need a towel?
This wasn't a late night. This was in between appointments.
9 a.m. No, it was before anyone had come.
No, that's not true. I had come, but it wasn't before anybody had come. So it was not at 9. It was between appointments, and you know that.
No, it
was
wasn't.
probably.
Babe, it was,
Babe,
when
it
you
was
got
maybe mid. No, it wasn't. It was like midday.
Nick, it was
No,
in
it's
the
because
morning.
we'd had appointments. You come in, and then after one left, you came in. You had your tits out.
I was just fucking around because we have that mirror, you know. So I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
fucking around.
You know how fucking crazy it is to watch yourself jerk off on your wife's tits and looking at yourself in the mirror, and you're doing that thing where you're like, and you look like a fucking weirdo. Like, oh yeah,
Most people call that rock bottom.
Yeah, it was.
Really? Because that was like our highlight.
Yeah.
You know, you said something about like before we started filming the podcast, like about that like app or whatever that can
Yeah,
like
Chat GBT.
that can like fill. So
Yeah, and you
he's-
told me to shut the fuck up because it wasn't interesting.
Yeah, he was just going on and on. It was just driving me nuts. But you had said something about like podcast ideas for like
Yeah, so
marriages
literally,
and
like,
stuff.
so-
Wait, hold on. That's not the point I want to get to. 'Cause
Okay,
I don't
shut
want
the
to
fuck
hear
up.
the I don't
Okay.
want to hear the rambling
Yeah,
about
right.
like, what the robot comes up with. But whoa, choking on that dick already. All right,
sorry.
he said something about like for marriage advice essentially is
For people that are
finding
busy.
time for intimacy, and that bothered me that you said
did?
that.
Why?
Because who has to find time for intimacy? I think about this like, because now I'm in a healthy marriage. My last marriage was shit, obviously, which is why I'm divorced and remarried. But we're fucking busy.
That's finding time though. You just literally found time.
We don't find time though. Like
think
it's
what
kind of
you're
like when you're
saying
first
is-
dating. Like you don't find time. You make time when you're
Make
first
time.
dating and you're like, ooh, I got to get that
It's not even
dick,
that
It's
you
a
right?
make
fucking robot.
time.
It doesn't know. It's a robot. All right.
No, but
it's an app.
No, but it reminds me of a lot of podcasts that give advice. Okay, I'm not even gonna say anything.
This
but
advice
anyway.
you get on this podcast is different than anywhere else.
Yeah.
No one's going to tell you
We
to
don't
jerk
even-
off in the office on your wife's tits.
Yeah.
No, but here's
Guarantee you. Take that.
God,
Here's
our
what I'm
clients are
saying
gonna
is
hate
like,
that one.
here's what I'm saying
all
though.
over my
Technically,
return.
it's a house
Yeah.
Hell's all over
converted
my
into.
return. What kind of ink did you use on this?
Yeah.
Jesus, it's sticking all the pages together.
Wait, I want to play this.
Wait,
real
hold on.
quick.
Wait, hold
Okay.
on. But what I'm saying is like when you're first dating somebody, like you don't find time, like you're excited and
You don't make time. It's just a part of your day. I mean,
yeah,
it's
like
not
it's not
you're-
natural. But people, unfortunately, that lose intimacy, they do. They have to find time, and that hurts my feelings.
Okay, but can I
Yeah.
just say something real quick? I just want to play this, okay? This is what happens if you don't find time or just do time.
They don't talk about is that 1 in 4 marriages are sexless. So it's like if you're 1 in 4. So if you're starving your man of sex and he goes and gets it elsewhere, that's your own damn fault. I swear to God, I don't feel bad for you if you get cheated on.
Damn.
1 in 4
1 in 4.
are sexless.
Sexless is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, guess define sexless. Is that like
No sex.
never or just
Never.
like-
That's what it
yeah.
sounds like. Never having
Maybe
sex.
like once a month would be like no sex to me,
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
basically, right? Because you're with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Because in the
start-
beginning of a relationship, you weren't like that. There's no fucking way.
No.
No.
I will say sometimes when you haven't gone maybe a few days or a week without having sex, when you do, like, that's the problem though, is when you wait a little bit too long, then you come too
You're
fast.
too
And
excited.
then you feel like
That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
she likes when I come fast.
Because you're like, we wrap this up.
Yeah.
No, it's not
we're
that.
done.
It's just like if I feel like I
And
did
Dawson's
it.
Creek is on.
Like
Yeah.
like I'm tight. I got it. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, you
that's
feel
gonna-
like- okay, I get what you're
like,
saying, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm the
I
champ.
got that
Tell me
good.
who's the champ.
I don't have that third lip pussy. I got that good pussy.
Yeah, I got that good one.
Yeah.
He'll pull the fucking pad right over to the side. And I got a real one right here.
Fuck the
right.
pad.
That's gonna wrap up this episode. So don't forget, this podcast is brought to you by.
I'll put the pad on and fuck you with it after it was
Dude,
bleeding.
You
bleeding.
would cut a hole, put your dick in it
Yep.
with the pad on, and then
I
I would
would.
have a pad, and we'd cut a
I
hole.
should
And be
cut a
two
hole
pads.
on it. Yeah.
Just fucking padding, dude.
Yeah.
We're immature. We need help.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to listen to podcast advice and how to chill out.
should.
Back to what I was saying, though. This podcast is brought to you by The Heather Presley. You can find our merchandise at theheatherpresley.com. Use discount code 2023 for 60% off your entire order, plus free shipping over $100. Go get it. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.